All right, so today we're diving into something I think we can all relate to. Deep breathing for stress relief.
Yeah, it's something you've probably heard about, but maybe not quite sure like how it actually works.
Right, exactly. Like we all know to take a deep breath when we're stressed, but is that really all there is to it?
Not even close, no.
Okay, so what are we going to learn today in this deep dive? What's the big takeaway?
So we're going to be talking about how to use your breath as a tool
Okay.
to manage your stress better, to maybe boost your focus, and honestly, just to feel better overall.
So like how to actually use it instead of just knowing about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's really cool is that it's so simple and readily available.
Yeah.
We're going to go into the how-to, of course, but also the science behind it.
Ooh, I love the science.
So, like, why does something as basic as breathing, right,
Yeah.
have such a big impact on how we feel?
That's what I want to know.
So we'll definitely dig into all of that.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned something before we started recording about Navy SEALs.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to be looking at some techniques they use to stay calm
Okay.
under pressure. Right.
Under intense pressure, yeah.
If they're using it, it's got to be good.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so before we get into the specific techniques, I have to ask the big question.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Why does deep breathing actually work? Like, what is happening in our bodies when we shift from, those shallow, stressed breaths
Yeah.
to those deeper, more intentional ones?
Well, it really all comes down to your nervous system.
Okay.
When we're stressed, our sympathetic nervous system kicks in. That's the fight or flight, right?
Okay.
It causes that shallow breathing, that racing heart, and, all the other feelings that go along with stress.
Yeah, that tension.
But when we breathe deeply, we activate a different part of the nervous system, the parasympathetic nervous system.
Okay.
And that's like hitting the chill button.
Oh, okay. So we're kind of like overriding that stress response.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like you're telling your body, hey, everything's okay. We can relax now.
Oh, I like that.
And what's even more interesting is that deep breathing doesn't just create that feeling of relaxation. It actually lowers the level of cortisol in your body, which is that stress hormone. Right. That's pumping when we're all on edge.
So it's not just like a, mental trick. It's actually changing our hormones.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Right.
actually impacting our physiology. It's not just like a mindset thing.
Wow.
And to add to that, deep breathing also increases the oxygen flow to your brain, which can really improve focus and clarity, even decision making.
Oh, I like that. So we're getting more oxygen to our brains, which means we're going to think better.
Exactly. I love it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mental tune-up.
It's funny you mentioned this because I had a friend who used to have panic attacks.
Yeah.
And deep breathing was a game changer for her.
Wow.
Like she learned this one simple technique, and it honestly helped her even in the middle of a panic attack. Yeah, that's a great example of how powerful it can be.
Yeah.
And there's actually more and more research coming out that shows this isn't just anecdotal.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
deep breathing techniques can actually reduce anxiety significantly, improve mood, even lower blood pressure.
That's huge. So we're not just talking about some like woo-woo stuff here. There's actual science to back it up.
Absolutely, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a powerful tool, readily available to everyone, and it's backed by science.
I love it when science proves these things that we've kind of known intuitively,
For sure, yeah.
All right, so let's get to the good stuff.
Okay.
Are you ready to teach us some of these techniques?
Absolutely, yeah. We can start with one that's been used for centuries, but it's also a favorite among those Navy SEALs we were talking about. Box breathing.
Wait, Navy SEALs use this. Tell me more.
Right. When you think about what they go through, high pressure situations, life or death decisions, they need something that really works. And box breathing is all about bringing that sense of control and calm in even the most chaotic situations.
Okay.
And it's simple, but super powerful.
All right, I'm intrigued. How does it work?
Well, it's all about finding this steady rhythm. You inhale for a count of 4, you hold your breath for 4, exhale for 4, hold again for 4.
Okay.
And that's it. It's that easy.
Oh, wow.
And what's really interesting is this rhythmic breathing pattern, it can actually help regulate your heart rate variability, which is it's a key indicator of stress resilience.
So by controlling our breath, we can actually train our bodies to be more resilient to stress.
Exactly. It's pretty amazing.
Wow, that's powerful stuff.
And it's something you can start practicing, right now.
Okay.
Do you want to do a round together?
Okay, let's do it. I'm actually really curious to see how this feels. Wow, okay, that box breathing, I can already feel like a sense of calm.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, right? How quickly it can kind of just shift your state of mind.
Yeah.
And that's just one technique.
Oh, there's more. Okay, give it to me. I need all the tools I can get.
Okay. All right. So this next one is great for calming anxiety and even helping you sleep better.
Ooh, okay.
It's called 4-7-8 breathing.
Okay, I've heard of that one. I've heard it's like really great for like falling asleep.
Yeah, a lot of people find it helpful for that. It's all about that extended exhale, which really activates that relaxation response.
Okay.
So you inhale for a count of 4, hold for 7, and exhale for 8.
So it's almost like a little lullaby for our nervous system.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow.
It kind of just like soothes everything down.
I like that. Okay, I am definitely going to try this one tonight. I need help in that department.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. But you don't have to wait till bedtime. We can do a round together right now.
Okay, yeah, let's try it.
All right, so inhale through your nose for a count of 4, hold for 7, and exhale slowly through your mouth for 8.
Wow, I could already feel my shoulders relaxing. It's
Yeah.
like that long exhale. It's really key.
It is. It allows you to really just fully release any tension that you're holding. And what's interesting is that when you practice this regularly, you're actually training your vagus nerve,
Okay.
which is a really crucial part of that relaxation response.
So we're kind of like strengthening our ability to relax.
Exactly. Yeah. Like building that muscle, but for relaxation.
Okay, I like that. All right, what else? What else you got?
All right, well, let's switch gears a little bit. We're going to talk about belly breathing.
Belly breathing. I don't know if I've heard of that one.
So this one is all about maximizing your oxygen intake.
Oh, okay.
So it focuses on using your diaphragm,
Okay.
which is this big muscle that sits below your lungs. Most of us, we tend to breathe really shallowly from our chest.
Right.
But belly breathing, it lets you take much deeper breaths, drawing more air into the lungs.
So why is that so important? Why do we need to get all that air in there?
Well, think about it this way. Your cells need oxygen to work properly.
Okay, yeah.
And when we're breathing shallowly, we're not getting enough, right?
Yeah, we're kind of depriving ourselves.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
But with belly breathing, you increase your oxygen intake, and that leads to relaxation, more mental clarity, even a boost in energy.
Okay, that makes sense. So how do we actually do this belly breathing thing? It seems a little counterintuitive.
Yeah, it can feel a little weird at first, but with practice, it gets much easier.
Okay.
So you want to focus on expanding your belly as you inhale, not your chest.
Oh, okay.
You can even put a hand on your chest and a hand on your belly to kind of feel the difference.
Okay, so I'm putting one hand on my chest, one hand on my belly, and then I'm breathing in through my nose.
Yeah,
And kind of like imagining filling my belly like a balloon.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, and then exhale slowly through my mouth, letting my belly deflate.
You got it. Now, how does that feel?
I feel more relaxed, and I can actually like feel my breath moving deeper into my body. It's almost like a little internal massage.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
And if I keep doing this, I'm guessing it just gets easier, and I start to feel calmer in general.
Absolutely. More grounded, connected to your body. It's great for reducing stress overall.
So we've learned 3 techniques so far. Box breathing for finding calm in chaos, the 4-7-8 for easing anxiety and sleeping better, and belly breathing for getting all that good oxygen and feeling more grounded.
Right.
But how do we actually make these a part of our everyday lives? It's so easy to forget to do this stuff when things get busy.
Absolutely, yeah. It's one thing to learn about them, but it's another to actually use them consistently.
Right. So how do we bridge that gap?
Well, it's all about finding ways to just weave these techniques into your existing routine.
Okay.
For example, like first thing in the morning, right? Instead of reaching for your phone, what if you started your day with 5 rounds of box breathing?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Like, set the tone for the day before you even get out of bed.
Exactly, yeah. It only takes a couple minutes. You could even do it while you're still lying there.
Okay, so morning routine, check. What about during the workday? I feel like that's when I need it the most.
Yeah, of course. Think about your workday. Are there times when you feel especially stressed or overwhelmed?
Oh, are you kidding? Deadlines?
Mm.
Difficult clients, back-to-back meetings?
Mm-hmm.
Just my inbox alone can send me over the edge.
Well, imagine if you could interrupt those moments with a few rounds of 4-7-8 breathing.
Ooh, okay.
Just give yourself a minute or 2 of focused breathing, reset your nervous system, and approach things with more calm.
I love that. I'm going to set reminders on my phone to take breathing breaks.
There you go, yeah.
It's got to be better than scrolling through social media, which is usually what I do.
Exactly. Find those little pockets of time in your day. Okay, now what about evenings? How do you unwind before bed?
To be honest, not very well.
Yeah.
I usually just end up on my phone or watching TV till I'm exhausted.
Yeah, a lot of us do that. What if you replace that with maybe 5-10 minutes of belly breathing?
Okay.
Just lie in bed, focus on your breath, gently guiding your body into relaxation.
That sounds a lot more peaceful than scrolling through Instagram.
Right. It really helps you transition to sleep mode, get a good night's rest. It's all about building that routine, you know?
So it's not just reacting to stress, we're actually building a foundation of calmness and resilience.
Exactly. Proactive, not reactive.
I like that. So the more we practice, the better we get at managing that stress.
Exactly. You're training your nervous system to be more resilient. So when those stressful moments happen, which they inevitably will, you'll be better equipped to handle them. You'll have that toolkit.
This is starting to sound less like a chore and more like a superpower.
It is a superpower. Your breath is one of the most powerful tools we have for regulating our emotions, feeling more at peace. And the best part is it's always available, no matter what.
Okay, so instead of being a victim of my circumstances, I can actually use my breath to change my state of mind.
Absolutely. It's not about never feeling stressed. It's about being able to handle it when it comes.
I love that. This has been so helpful. I'm feeling much more empowered to actually take care of myself.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Just remember, it's a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself. Keep exploring. You'll be amazed at what you can do.
I'm really starting to see deep breathing in a whole new light now.
Yeah,
It's not just about calming down. It's like building this inner strength.
exactly. Yeah. And speaking of building resilience, there's actually one more technique we could talk about. It's a little more subtle, but it can be incredibly powerful.
Oh, there's more. I'm all ears,
Yeah.
especially if it's going to help me be more resilient.
Okay, so this one's called alternate nostril breathing.
Alternate nostril breathing. Okay, that sounds kind of intimidating. Is this going to involve like twisting myself into a pretzel?
No, not at all. It's very simple. You'll get the hang of it, and the benefits are pretty amazing.
Okay, all right. I'm intrigued. What benefits are we talking about here?
So alternate nostril breathing is thought to balance the energy channels in the body.
Okay.
But even if you're not, into that kind of thing, it still has really powerful effects on your nervous system.
Okay, so how does breathing through different nostrils balance my energy?
It's not so much about the nostrils themselves, but more about how it affects the flow of breath in your body. Think of it like this. Each nostril is connected to a different side of your nervous system.
Oh,
Your right nostril is associated with that sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight, right?
right.
And the left nostril is connected to the parasympathetic nervous system, which is all about relaxation and calm.
So by alternating between the two, we're kind of harmonizing both sides of our nervous system.
Exactly, yeah, like a gentle reset. And that translates into a feeling of calm, clarity, even better focus. It's great for anxiety, stress, even sleep.
Whoa, okay, all that just from switching nostrils. All right, I am sold. Teach me how to do it.
Okay, so it's actually pretty simple. You're going to use your right hand for this. Gently close your right nostril with your right thumb. And then inhale slowly and deeply through your left nostril.
Inhale through the left. Got it. What's next?
So at the top of the inhale, close your left nostril with your right ring finger, and then release your thumb from your right nostril and exhale slowly through the right side.
So I'm basically switching back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. Now inhale through your right nostril, close it off with your thumb, release your ring finger from your left nostril, and exhale through the left. Just keep alternating back and forth like that.
I'm trying it now. It does feel a little strange, but I can kind of feel like a shift in my energy. It's like my thoughts are slowing down.
Yeah, that's a really common experience with alternate nostril breathing. It lets you tap into those subtle energies in your body.
So how long should I do this for each day?
Even just a few minutes can make a difference. You can start with maybe 5 minutes and gradually increase it as you get more comfortable. Do it in the morning, before bed, anytime you need a reset.
This is definitely going in my routine. I love that we've learned so many techniques today. Box breathing, the 4-7-8, belly breathing, and now this alternate nostril breathing. It's like we have a whole toolkit now.
Yeah, and it's all right there in your breath.
That's the best part. No fancy equipment or apps, just me and my breath. Amazing. Well, this deep dive has been incredible. I feel like I've learned so much more than just techniques. It's like a whole new understanding of how powerful my breath can be.
I'm so glad to hear that. And remember, this is a journey. Just keep exploring, keep practicing. You'll be amazed at what you discover.
Thanks for being our guide today. Until next time, everyone, keep breathing.